Hello and welcome to your very first lesson in Algebra 1. Today we're going to be understanding the difference between expressions and equations and all their parts. So this is the very basis of algebra. So when your teacher asks you to look at a variable or a specific term, you'll know what that is. And in fact, you'll know what that is by the end of this very lesson. So let's get straight to it. First things first, what is an expression and what is an equation? An expression, simply put, is a mathematical statement without an equal sign. So equal sign not allowed. So that's things like 3x plus 2, 3w minus 4y, things like that. While an equation, on the other hand, which you could probably guess, is a mathematical statement with an equal sign. So that's things like 3x plus 2 equals 7, or 3 plus 2 equals 5, things like that. Now, we need to understand the different parts of these. And I want you to keep in mind, when I tell you the different parts of an expression, they're the same parts that are found in an equation. So I'm going to write the expression 3x plus 5 on the board. Now, the first thing we have to learn is what is a term? A term is basically just the things that we're adding or subtracting within an expression or an equation. So this 3x is our first term, and this 5 is our second term. Now, within our first term, we have two different things. We have a variable and we have a coefficient. A variable is a letter that represents an unknown number. So this x is our variable. It can change depending on the situation. So if I said x was 2, you would adjust and solve the expression or evaluate the expression using that knowledge. Now, next to this variable, we have something called a coefficient. Think about it like this. A coefficient, just like a coworker, works with the variable to give you the value of the first term. So the coefficient basically tells us how many times this variable is going to be multiplied or used to give us the value of our first term. So if I said x is equal to 2, you would do 3 times 2, 6, which gives us the value of our first term. Now, unlike that, in our second term, we have a number that doesn't have a variable, which means no matter what this variable is, this number will always stay constant. Now, that's our keyword for this second term, constant. That's what we call it. If a number doesn't have a variable, 9 times out of 10 is a constant, especially in this case, because whatever the value of this first term is, whether x equals 2 and our first term value is 6, or x equals 5 billion, we're always going to add this 5 to the first term to get the value of this expression. And that's it. That's all there is. So now that we finished with this lesson, I'm going to put 3 problems on the board for you to solve and to really lock these things in and understand all these different parts. So on the board, I've put 3 different problems for you to solve. And in our next practice video, where we will practice these things, I'll give you the answers to these and I'll walk through each step. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.